Greetings everyone, this is Fleet Admiral Alt Lexington of the Meriki Command Fleet on the 1st of February 2017 at about 4:30 PM. As you can see, I'm still using my ship that I got today, the Lukari Ho'Kuun. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. And so far, yeah, it's a fun ship. I don't know how much damage it does. I mean, my first ISA in this ship wasn't that good, but that's because the build was pants. So I changed it up a little and did a Starbase 24, and I was thoroughly impressed. So from a pants run to a thoroughly impressed run, and I've mastered it up now. And I'm keeping the same build I had in Starbase 24. I'm not bothering to use the ship's trait or console or warp core. You should get a free warp core with this. I'll just show you the build again, so in case I forgot to show it before. As you can see, the mastery is complete, though I'm not using the trait. I've got the Terran Task Force Disruptor, the Coalition Disruptors, all the same, the 4-piece Iconian set, a rubbish secondary deflector, or at least I don't know whether it's any good or not, I'm not a sci guy. Better put on another energy amplifier there. I've got Temporal Negotiator in case I get into trouble, and red matte capacitor to keep power levels up if I need to. A simulated module, 2 Lobby store consoles, Tachyo and Bio. Conductive RCS, of course, although this console is becoming unnecessary on some ships. I've got this on there for the +5 to weapon power, and this for a bit more weapon power. So I've got these 3 consoles just to get my weapons up to 125. I've got the 3 Drain X. I was using EPG versions of these, but since I'm not a science guy and I don't have any exotic skills in my skill tree, I wasn't really getting much fun out of the ship, so I decided to go with my usual Drain X's. And of course the Disruptor Vulnerability Locators. And as you can see, I'm an engineering character, and I am really rubbishy at flying sciencey vessels. But let's have a look at the stats that have been achieved with this. Not much good resists, but the shielding makes up for it pretty well. Really well. And the hull isn't as good as some engineering ships. But the hull and the shields, they may not be very strong, but they are very resistant to being drained and damaged. And it kind of makes up for not having a 90k hull or super powerful resists. Got some damn good severity on this ship, not much crit chance, and plenty of accuracy. Real good shield drain. I've gone without exotics for now because I'm not a science guy. And I've repaired the turn rate and speed from the first video I did with this ship. My skills, I've gone, because I'm an engineer, my skills are set up for maximum firepower while retaining all energy systems and hull heals and shield heals. So it's a bit of tanking. Maxed out firepower. Not maxed out firepower because I wanted to save some for tanking. Not that I tank, I'm more of a surviving with firepower. Or with firepower with surviving. Just click on these so you can pause if you're interested and have a look, see what I've got. And my specializations, of course, maxed out all of them. 10 pop as primary and strategist as secondary. Traits, we'll go through them again. Haven't changed. Fluidic Cocoon, Inspirational Leader, Nadion Bypass, which I found with Nadion Inversion, it increases your damage, so it's pretty damn good. It is better than I expected. Fleet Coordinator, Particle Manipulator, that's for feedback pulse. Superior Accurate and Superior Beam Training, both from K13. Beam Barrage and Coalition Starship Tactics. This is probably one of the best traits in game, Emergency Weapon Cycle. It's what makes your weapons fire a lot faster. People have often asked me how my weapons make that weird, fast, high-speed sound, and that's the trait that does it. I think it's from the Arbiter Battlecruiser, I'm not sure. I think this one is from the Presidio Tactical Battlecruiser. This one is from the Lobby Store Vardwar Astica. This one from the Hestia. And this from the Herald Vump. The reputation powers I've picked out. And my active reputation, all 5 of them. They're all set up for space because I can easily switch them out if I wanted to do a ground mission. And my stations, Superior Romulan Operative with TAC Team and Fire at Will 2, and another Superior Romulan Operative with Chemosite and Beta. With Engineering, I've got a Nausicaan with Pirate trait, and I've replaced Engineering Team, which was here, with Override Subsystem Safeties, because I found that this ship doesn't need Engineering Team. It's that survivable. Reverse Shield Polarity, of course. Emergency Powder Weapons free. Subspace Vortex. Charge Particle Burst. That would work with the ship's trait. So would Energy Siphon. But I'm not using the trait. Don't need it. And Feedback Pulse free, of course, because I'm using a personal trait. That will give that a little bit of an oomph, but not much since I've got no exotic skills in my skill tree. He's a hierarchy with pirate trait as well. And this is just a human scientist because I haven't got anything better with leadership trait for science team and hazard emitters. For my officers, stacking crit chance, a con officer for added perception, I prefer them that way around, stacking crit severity, gain shield power of energy weapons, and 2 damage control engineers. I've not got any of my buffs on, but I think I might put them on. Nah, screw it, I'll just go raw. So it's Coalition Engineer, Energy Refrequencer, Particle Manipulator, 700-day Veteran, Continuity, and Synergy Amp. 125, 76, 56, 96. I didn't max out auxiliary like some side guys do, because I'm not a side guy. There's the Terran Task Force beam, And the coalitions, they're not that powerful. That's why we have a lot of science abilities on this ship, to try and make up for the lack of weaponry and weapon firepower. So let's go on board. Hang on, let me make sure my loadout is held. No, it needs to be saved again. I like to save it a couple of times just to make sure. Get rid of that. Because my loadout's always dropping off for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm always flipping and changing things around. It only takes a few seconds to save these. I like to do it a couple of times. Just in case there's any internet glitches. Wait for it to finish. There we go. Saved my loadouts to 2 slots, and I hope that it will stay on the ship. And then we visit the bridge, because it's always best to start an ISA from the bridge of your ship. You get into the match a little quicker if you do. That way it's harder for people to jump the starting gun and beat you to the first cube. Well, it's cashing in the bridge again. It's a great bridge on this ship. One of the best bridges that I've seen on a ship. Right up there with the Vengeance Bridge, except completely different design, but just as good. Yeah, all this vegetation, I feel like there should be a little patch of grass on the floor here with a post and a cow chained to it during the vegetation. Yeah, we've got our shuttle selector, a nice big window, big open space down there. No captain's chair, but a command area with your bank, your library files, and your duty officers. And these 2 screens. It's a bit odd because when you start a mission, the pop-up screen that comes up of your bridge officer talking about the mission has this gap down the middle of his face. So that's fun. Anyway, let's just check to see the loadout is still there, which it is. Notice I named the ship I Want to Believe. If anyone's watched the X-Files, they know what that means. So first we type in /combat log before our ISA and bring up a real-time parser if I can get my computer to cooperate. There we go. And Q for ISA, Infected Space Advance, and see what this ship can do. Oh god, I hope I don't get pulled into a half-finished match. I mean, look, there's 4 people in that one. I better leave for now until that clears. Because I don't want to be pulled into a match that's half already over. So we'll wait till that 4 clears. Let this guy, whoever he is, go in there instead of me. There we go, we can join now. munch on a few leaves and a bit of grass before we go in. Long tall stem of grass. Right, we're at 4 people now, so I might as well hit start on the real-time parser. And then here we go, engage. Wait for the 10-second countdown to start the log. I love the vegetation on this bridge. I think it's a brilliant idea. And log started. I always start it before I go into mouse so I don't have to type it in. So here we go. Fully mastered ship now. He's tractor beams me. 5 energy siphoned in. Go, try not to shoot at the gate too much. Onto the gate. Oh, I'm vulnerable to things going offline at the moment for some reason. And there we have it. Stop it there. That wasn't as good as I hoped, but it was better than I expected. How's that for ambiguous? An ISA in a Lukari Ho'Kuun. Ho'Kuun. I can't pronounce it. Yeah, you can see the money slot in the back where they put the little disc of coin in there, so you can afford to play. Yeah, when that coin runs out, you have to replace it. Okay, so let's leave the map and go back to solar system. And we know what this ship did already, but let's have a proper look at the Parse. I will say one thing about this ship: it's very survivable, almost like a tank. And if you've got speed on it as well, you should be able to get it to do some damage eventually. But not with an engineer like me, not without a proper exotic know-how. So the Parse. There we go, 75k. And I think I won't be able to get this ship much beyond that. I think it would be very hard for me with my skill tree the way it is to get it to do 100k. I doubt I'd ever get much past 75, not in this ship. Still, it is a fun ship to fly. You want some fun, you get this ship. It is worth it. There we go. Not much power drop off, usually the power climbs a little. Crit rate not too great. Debuff rate better than I'm used to. Almost 100%, which is good, I suppose. Max one hit, not as high as it was before, but good enough for me. I think I might have too many plasma consoles on because it should have done better than that. Too many embassy consoles. Subspace Vortex did very well. And so did Feedback Pulse. And Chemocyte. All better than I expected. It's all the non-weaponry stuff that has done better than I expected. But the weaponry stuff didn't do much. Total outgoing disrupted damage 40k. Damage 2. Kill shot on TAC cube. One of the transformers. Another cube, and that's it. But that's okay. But look at it, it says killed 0 again. I killed 0 targets again. It keeps saying that. Why? When I know I've killed some. It says that I haven't. Must be a little glitch. I'm sure they'll sort that out in an update. They usually do. In fact, the updates for this combat reader are better than some cryptics. So there you have it, a 75k free ship from the latest grind. One more thing I will say about this ship is when you're in combat and there's a hell of a lot going on and you're racing around like crazy, you forget which corner is the front, and you're trying to head off in this direction when you should be heading off in this direction. Yeah, I have to always be mindful of which of these three corners is the front one. But it's a good ship. Side characters will love it much more than engineers will, and I'm sure tactical characters might be able to get something out of it. But engineers who want to do DPS won't like it that much, but engineers who want a tank will love it. Okay then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful for anyone who is getting this ship, and I'll see you in my next series of videos with another ship. Bye.